Right, in this video today, I'm going to show you something that everybody in Warframe needs to do and needs to start doing, which is going to be syndicates. Syndicates are a huge thing in Warframe in order to get mods for specific frames, and it's why some people have an ability to a frame that you may have and you're confused on why this is happening. This is because they have a specific mod. Now the one that I don't have that I really want, that I was at first confused by, was one for Wisp. Now Wisp has this mod on Cephalasuda, and I'm sure maybe on another one as well, which gives her a fused reservoir. Now what this does is this puts all three of them into one big reservoir, so you only have to do like one spawn, so you don't have to use your ability 3 times and maybe mess up on accident because you're spamming the hell out of it. In this case, you're just going to use one reservoir. It will cost a lot of energy. It would just really cost how much you would do with 4 reservoirs if you spawn all 4 of them. So if you're good on energy, you should be fine with that. And then to go to Arbors of Hexus, which I'm fully maxed on. Every single syndicate has all of these mods. They have a few for weapons. They're never really the greatest, honestly, except maybe the jaw sword, but who uses the jaw sword? But then they go down to all of the frame mods. Now all these frame mods are specific to Warframes, and they have a specific ability they're going towards. It's not usually just giving a buff to the certain one. It's just going to give an ability that's a certain little thing going on. Either that's added damage to the ability, that's really changing the ability altogether, or giving the ability like a new structure to it, or a new added benefit. They also have relic packs and all these barrels for archwing weapons and other things like that, or just really weapon parts for the archwing weapons. And then when you go all the way down, you're going to have some weapons that you can choose from, usually primary, secondary, and melee. Right now I have the secondary, but they also have a melee and a primary. It really depends on what you want. The one that I like, the primary weapon that I like, will actually be on Red Veil, and that is going to be a bow and arrow. If you scroll down here, a Rakta Cernos. In my opinion, it's a good primary weapon to not only start off with, but I like the bows. For some reason, I do like the bows. And if you're trying to do spy missions, bows are going to be your best friend. So if you want to do something new, or you like bows yourself as well, or you just want like a high critical damage weapon, a bow is going to be more than likely the one you want to go with. And the Rakta Cernos is going to be up there. They all have armor sets as well. And then this one, what some people may not know, is they all have a specific frame. Not one fraction has one for all the frames. That's not how it works. This one would have one for Saren, where Arbors of Hexus and Suda do not. This also has one for Nidus, which Arbors of Hexus and Suda do not. So that is a downfall with all of them, that they all have their different things. So in order to get everything you're looking for, you're going to have to leave a fraction at some point and join the enemy of your old fraction, which is going to have to happen to me at some point as well. But that is probably going to take a while if you want to get specific things, and a lot of people try to buy those mods as well. So there is that to look at. Now, in a way, if you don't know how to get these syndicate missions or syndicate fractions, you would have to go to the Strata Relay on Earth. Now once you're at the Strata Relay, you don't need to go upstairs or anything. They're on the first floor, and if you look to the left, you'll see some syndicates are going to be 3, and to the right will be the other 3. And then to the left is where all mine are. So if I go over here, I can see Cephalon Suda and Arbors of Hexus. There is one thing unique with Arbors of Hexus, which is why so many people usually go to the Arbors of Hexus, and that is right here, the Arbitration Honors. Now this is something I am not so knowledgeable about, just because the thing to do this, and I'll just try to activate it just to show you what it's going to say.
You are not
it's going to
ready
say
for
some of these,
arbitration.
29
Return
others are
when
made. These are
no
specific
corner
missions
of
on
the
some
origin
planets.
System is foreign to you.
I'll let him finish. There we go. So these are some specific missions on planets, and what you need to do is you need to get every single mission done in your orbiter. And once you get all of those done, you will be able to click on a specific thing in your orbiter, which is like a separate mission onto itself. And I do not know a lot about that, so if you want to know more, or if you have all the missions and you don't see this, you can go ahead and look that up. Now to go and continue off of all the syndicates, they all have a medallion. And this is, I mean, this is at least what they call it, but it's a little like syndicate trident, I guess, a little treasure that you find when doing the missions for your syndicate fractions, and you can turn this in order to get the points for it. So if we turned in all 13 of these, I'm gonna get 6,500, redeem it. So it's just going to give you that added benefit. You could do the same thing over here with Suda, right here. Now she calls them the datum. And then let's see if these are a lot easier to find. Turn these in, 7,500. Oh. So very simple, very easy. If you find all of those, you can go up into the fraction a lot quicker. Obviously, they have a limit of what you can do in a day. Maybe a bummer to some people, maybe not. And that is why you should definitely go into a fraction to get some mods for some frames that you love, or to either get them to sell them, or to get new weapons. If you want new weapons that are kind of unique to what they were before, then you can get these. But usually what I like to do is I go for them for the mods for the frames. They're very unique and they're very useful, especially for some of them. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, to the right will be a playlist of all the Warframe videos I've done on this channel. And to the left will be the most recent video I have done, which I can name for you, and that's going to be how to get Excalibur Umbra. Well, if you don't care that much about Excalibur Umbra, then you can always click on the Warframe playlist and click from anything from how to get frames to how to farm for a certain item in the game. And if you like this content, and even some that I'm trying to spread, like Phasmophobia, funny videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I do appreciate the support and all the views and likes I've been getting. And with that, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.